Hey guys, this is Tom. I've made a few changes to my Puresteel Collar deck. Um, Part of what I wanted to do is I found that there were too many weak draws when you didn't get the combo and you just didn't have enough, kind of to really get there. Um, Basically, there just wasn't enough power from the other cards. So one of the things that I did is I ended up taking out the Ponders. I cut the spell skites from the main, made some shifts to the land, and I found that Moorland Haunt was kind of more what I wanted to do than Nexus, just because I really wasn't poisoning them out all that often, and the stream of creatures from Moorland Haunt seemed more appealing. So I made some shifts around one of the singleton of the Flare Husk so that I can have something to do if I run into Curse of Death's Hold, which I'm seeing much more now in Standard. Um, so just kind of a few minor shifts, but mainly just adding the Mirren Crusaders and the Swords of War and Peace just for pure muscle power, just to kind of get there. So, made a few extra changes to the board. Really like Celestial Purge. I really wanted to put the Missteps back in. Made a few other changes, and so we'll see where this goes. But hopefully this will be a positive change. As always, I'll be testing. Hey guys, this is Tom, and here we are back for another game. This is after some of the changes that I just made to the Puresteel Collar deck, and with the addition of Mirren Crusader and Swords of War and Peace, I'm hoping to see a little bit more consistency from the deck. Just because, if I'm unable to get the combo draw, it's really nice to be able to have some other backup plans. So unfortunately, got to go to 5 on this one, but hopefully we'll be able to come out of this and maybe get some decent draws. So, I guess this our opponent here has seen some of my videos, and we're going to be testing just kind of more of just trying to find out, what works, what doesn't work. Looks like we could be up against blue-white humans, but it's always fun to see, one of our opponents here who might have some familiarity with some of the decks we've played. So, okay, humans is actually it's a pretty rough matchup. Hopefully, with the addition of the Swords of War and Peace, it'll really kind of smooth it up a little bit more. But at this point here, we just want to kind of hope to draw maybe Puresteel, and no real reason to drop the Collar just yet, just because if we drop Puresteel next turn, we want to be able to really make use of that, especially since we're so short-handed right now. Okay, so red-white, not familiar with this deck really. Could be a shift on humans. I guess we'll find out. Really don't want to trade just yet. Try to get some more value out of the collar here. Okay, so Sword of War and Peace is a very nice draw right there. Very happy to see that. I'm already liking some of the changes that we've made, just giving us a little bit more power. And we definitely could have blocked there, so that was a mistake. Could have just blocked there real quick, but very happy to kind of have a game plan here. Okay, we had the shock back up. So, in some ways, glad I didn't block, but still would have been nice to at least get rid of one of those creatures there. Once again, no point at this point here to drop the collar. We want to try to build up our hand, try to come back out of this. And he's definitely going to be bringing the beats until we do. Okay. This is definitely an interesting build. I haven't seen Lavamancer really much at all except in the mono red builds. So, an interesting new deck that we're seeing here. Gonna try to race just a little bit. Now, if we draw land next turn, it'd be great to be able to drop Mage, but I think we're still just going to want to hold some more cards in our hand, just try to get as much life back as humanly possible, because he's just going to be bashing in. Okay, Silver Inlay Dagger. That is going to be quite a beating. This is exactly what we wanted to see. So like at this point here, we can just go ahead and drop Puresteel into Collar, just so we can have, you know, we can get the card draw off. It will be at 1 less, so we'll still have an extra blocker, which will be really nice. So happy to drop Puresteel here into Collar, get Metalcraft. Unfortunately, he does have the active Grim Lavamancer, so still making a few misplays here. Would have been probably a little bit better to kind of attack first there, but I guess at this point we need to kind of make him use the Lavamancer. Yeah, we're not going to get the draw, so at this point might as well just attack. Since he's definitely going to be killing Puresteel in response. At this point, may as well go for it. Well, let's see, so he kills Puresteel. 4, 6, 8, 9, 10 on his turn. Yeah, we have to force him to kill Puresteel. Yeah, and we're probably dead to rights here. Okay. Oops, and we should have at least attempted to equip there, but most likely just dead right here. So as you're watching, you definitely don't want to be making these misplays, of course. And this should be game. Alright. So against red-white humans, let's see. Probably want to bring in Quiver, just in case. Definitely want to Purge. Most likely want to bring in Spellskite for redirection. Just because red's going to have a lot of reach, we want to bring in Life Staff for sure. Misstep seems to be just fine. Could probably shave the combo down a little bit. Didn't see too much that we need to worry about for Grafdiggers. Since we're not running really with Board Sweepers, probably okay to cut out the Travelers. And then, let's see, what else do we want to cut here? Flayer's Husk is fine. I think at this point we probably just want to, let's see, probably just shave down to 1 collar, maybe cut a, maybe we don't need the husk. Let's try it like that. Okay, so this hand's definitely quite a bit better. Being able to drop Spellskite is definitely going to help. Okay, so it looks like it is like a red-white humans variant. And there's always going to be new decks just cropping up all the time, and it's great to see new decks from time to time. One of the problems is I don't get a chance to play in too many 4-0 tournaments anymore, just because my schedule's gotten quite busy. But I'm really looking forward to preparing and getting ready for some of the online PTQs that are coming up. So hopefully we can either get a blue mana here or get another artifact online. And that is unfortunate. So there's the removal for the Puresteel, no doubt. Probably Galvanic Blast. Or Shock, okay. A little bit surprised he didn't take out the Puresteel, but I mean, Champion's still a valid threat. Interesting to see this guy. I think that Quarter Paladin is actually going to be seeing a lot of play once Avacyn Restored comes out. When you see like a Quarter Paladin with the new Silverblade Paladin, it's going to be a total beating. Like if you go like turn 1 Champion into turn 2 a Quarter Paladin, into turn 3 Silverblade, and just bash for 10, I mean that's got to be insane. Things are definitely not looking too good here. But the Lavamancer is a very nice addition. Could really see that doing well. Now we're just kind of trying to tread water, hoping to pick up like a sword, just something to kind of stabilize here. So he probably has some other form of burn, but I think that we're okay just trying to get the free pass here. Well, Life Staff is definitely a start. Okay. So at this point, like we can just trade Champion for a Loyal Cathar plus 2 cards from the yard from Lavamancer, and I think that's fine. So there's still a number of cards we can draw. I mean, we're not just getting beaten down too much here. We can still stabilize. One of the nice things that making the changes to our deck really helps us accomplish is it really helps out with some of our harder matchups. Now, such as the token matchup. I mean, being able to go through them with a Sword of War and Peace has just been so beneficial. So really liking the change. Unfortunately, remote existence is still pretty rough times. Okay. It's like we're kind of racing at this point. I mean, it's probably better just to hang back a little bit here, I think. We're not quite racing just yet. We still want to hold back the Unhallowed Countdown. It's close. We could attack here, but I think it's better to sit back. At least for this turn. Any way that we can just buy more time. So I mean, our plan, if we can pick up, let's see what we're going to grab with the Trinket Mage. See if we can either grab the collar or potentially just pick up another life staff. Like at this point, I mean, I think it's still worth, I think, just since we're kind of low here, we don't want to get too low. I think we do want to make the trade here with the Trapper. Because now that we have blue mana, we can finally start trying to get back into it. Okay, that's definitely going to help. This will allow us to actually protect our Trinket Mage. I think at this point we just want to go for just massive life gain. I'm not sure what he's got. I mean, we're happy to trade like Lavamancer's 2 cards and the Unhallowed for Spellskite if he has something else, which is fine. I mean, gaining life is definitely worth it at this point. And like even if he takes out Trinket Mage, it's fine. We just have more ammo from the yard. And it's going to be pretty hard to race 6 life a turn, essentially. Hopefully. The nice thing is he's got sort of like a rocket shoes build, which I could definitely see doing well. Haven't seen a lot of Elite Vanguard in Standard, but I could see, you know, the kind of deck where it might have its place. Okay, looks like he gave us this one here. So we were definitely able to stabilize with Life Staff, which is great. So looking back again at what we saw, most of his creatures aren't too threatening, and Mortar Pod deals with Lavamancer, so I'm not all that tempted to include Oblivion Ring since we have so many expensive cards already. Any other cards that we want? I think we're pretty much set. Turn 1 champion can be a beating, that's for sure. So I mean, I suppose we could have brought in Hex Parasite there, just for his champions, or potentially just Oblivion Ring. Which may not have been the worst idea. So at this point, since he's kind of the aggressive deck here, we just want to see if we can try to trade for his champion if at all possible. We do not want to get that thing, let that thing get too much out of control. If we can avoid it. Definitely happy to trade champions. Because ours are definitely not getting any better. And once again, just trying to stabilize at this point. We can just get some action. So with enough removal, I mean, I can really see a Quarter Paladin doing really good things. Especially once Avacyn Restored comes out. Oof, pretty good. So here we really want to see like Mortar Pod, even just Gather the Townsfolk would help. Something to kind of stabilize here. And that is not going to do it. But yeah, so Still kind of working it out. We'll do a few more games, kind of see where it goes. Thanks for watching, guys, and we'll see you next time.